Hello and welcome to Chapter 6 Function. In this part of the video, we are going through the function parameters of this user-defined function. So a function can be declared with parameters in bracket arguments. A parameter is a value that is passed when declaring a function. So these arguments are the values specified during the function call for which the formal parameters are declared while defining the function. So this is the example. By looking at this function below, here we can see that it is declared integer number in the function parameter. So this is our extra function besides integer main. So this is your next part of the your main function, which is integer main, and inside here it has stated that integer n, int n, is equal to 7. We have mentioned previously, by using this code, it is to call onto the function above over here. All right, and by calling this function, we are sending the value n over to this function. What is n? Just now we have declared that n is equal to 7. So by calling onto print number, sending the value 7, here it received the value number 7, and it will print number 7 over here. That is the output for these two programs together. So this is one of the example that I'm going to show you. Over here, it may look a bit complicated, but it should be simple. I'm assured that you all can read this at the end of the video. So by looking at this, there is two function available over here. One is our usual int main, and one is the function for void display number. So this is the name of the function over here. First thing first, we need to look at our integer main. And in the integer main, we have declared that the value for num1 and num2, integer num1 is equal to 5, and floating num2 is equal to 2.3. All right. So over here, we call the function above inside the integer main, display num, and we are sending these two value 5 and 3 respectively into this function above. All right. Over here, as you can see, this is the function parameter. It is a bit different compared to what we have sent over here, which is the names only, which is num1 and num2. But we have already declared that num1 is equal to 5, so it's recognized as number 5 over here, and num2 is 2.3 also over here. So when it receive in order, such as like this. This is the first parameter, the function parameter over here will send the number 5, and your integer n1 would be equal to 5. Same goes for float n2 because it receives the number 2.3. In here, it is important that you have put the integer and floating inside this function parameter. If not, the function this function will not work properly. And if so, after sending in the number 5 and 2.3, it receives and printf both of these value inside these two lines of code. And this would be the output for this program. The integer number is 5 and the float number is 2.3. All right, let's see this program's creation step by step. First thing first, we want to write a program to add two integers using user input. So this instruction does not let you do the function just yet. You just need to create the main function as of now, which is integer n1 and 2, sum, printf, and you want to scanf both of these value, inputting your own value, and then adding those two value will be equal to sum. And then you at the end will printf this value of sum at the end of the code and return 0, and this would be your output. Enter two numbers and you have entered 10 and 20, and the sum of it would be 30. Okay, by using this as our base, then we would write a program to add two integers, and performing this task we have to create user input, add numbers using function parameters. So in the function over here, you want to printf the value for the result by sending in the value onto this function. It may looks like that I'm complicating things a bit, but the function is not only just for displaying an output. It can be used for multiple things, but to show you something simple, we just need to printf inside this extra function over here. So above here, all of these should be the same except for the calling of function. So it calls onto sum to integer bracket sum. So it's sending the value sum inside this function call. So the function above is called sum to integers, and it receives the value for the sum that you have sent, and will display the value, the sum of two integers number are yada yada yada. For example, just now the sum would be 30, then it will display the number 30 over here. If you would send n2 sum to integer n2, it would only send the number that you have inputted above here, which is n2, instead of sum.